I'm sitting here trying to get rid of these flies. They're not even like flies, they're gnats. They're like little fruit flies flying around my van, and it's kind of annoying. One by one, I'm like cracking my window, letting them out. I don't want to poison them, okay? I don't want to murder them, but I'm not against it, okay? If they don't want to voluntarily leave, I will gladly poison them and or murder them and their whole family. I'm talking about flies here. Gnats, specifically. If you just came in on the shorted. So, as I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to these flies, I realize that how I'm talking actually sounds like a motivational speech. It sounds like it's something that can apply to like people. So I'm gonna just go with it. And if this video ends up being something good, then cool. But it started with me talking with the flies, but we can apply this to real life. Get the fuck out. And this is what I say to the flies. These four walls, this van is not the whole world. It's just four walls, okay? Most likely, if you stay in this confinement, in these four walls, you will die. Mr. Fly, you will die if you stay in here, okay? I'm trying to liberate these fucking flies. I'm trying to get them outside of their comfort zone, push them outside to something that is unknown. They probably forgot what outside felt like. They probably don't remember. They're probably afraid. But they have to be uncomfortable in order to experience what's really out there. Just for a little bit. If I didn't push them outside, they would have never get to experience that there's something way bigger than this fucking van right here. It's the whole world. There's literally no food in here. I mean, there's little food. There's not much for a fucking gnat to survive within this limited worldview, okay? Get the fuck out. Go outside. Get outside of your comfort zone. Be a little bit uncomfortable. Be afraid even. Express those feelings. But you'll get through it. And then you'll be like, yo, man, I'm so happy that I was comfortable because look at all this shit out here, and inside of my van, I don't have anything on outside, okay? So that's me ranting to the flies, but as I'm literally bitching to the flies and I applied it to real life. If you already caught on, you already know, or you're already picking up what I'm putting down, but I'll just say it. You gotta put yourself in uncomfortable situations, okay? You gotta get out there. You gotta get yourself outside of your mind, outside of this small space here, your limited worldview, your perception, and put yourself out there so that you can experience, hey, there's this whole other fucking world, a whole ass world out here for you to experience. And really the only thing that's holding this fly back from going to experience it are themselves. I don't know if flies have genders, but I would say he. So that's what I got. Hey. Ashes, come on.
Okay, all these people, they're going to become awake eventually. Like, they're going to start to see all the things that just don't add up. But sadly, at that point, it'll be already too late for a lot of them.
That's something you don't see every day. And then he's like still driving around with it. I was literally just walking down the street and then I saw this car drive by, spray painted. I was like, I gotta go follow that truck. I gotta go follow that car. They didn't seem to mind that I was videotaping them either, so hey, it is what it is. Wednesday. It's Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. It's like 9:40 in the morning. I'm here in Forsyth County, Georgia. I work tonight in Dawson County, but I'm here at the park right now, having lunch. Gonna walk my dog and probably get out and do some skating if I feel like it. I don't really have much to report. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, long story short, I'm kind of like just kind of fed up with the dating scene in 2024. I don't even really want to get into it, but yeah, it's been just a weird couple of weeks here, couple of months, if I can be honest, like a weird couple months of just trying to put myself out there, trying to, you know, make new connections and stuff like that. So needless to say, it has not been successful. So, you know, that's just kind of what I get for having expectations. I got a lot of new subscribers overnight. I'm just going to change the subject because this is kind of depressing. I got a lot of new subscribers, like, overnight. Over the last 48 hours, I got 70 new subscribers. I don't know if all 70 of these people will stick around, but in case some of you do, welcome to the channel. You know, I like to make these little announcements every so often for the new subscribers. Basically, read the room. Don't come on my channel talking crazy without looking at the other videos. This is episode 213, I believe, or it'll be 214. I'm not sure, but at 212 or 213 episodes in, and this is your first time here, you know, you need to kind of do some homework. Go back and rewatch the videos or watch the videos before you start coming on here and telling me about myself. So, respectfully, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you subscribing, but I'm not doing this for anybody but me. So, take it or leave it. I don't care if anyone watches the video. So there's that. Another thing that I always like to address every time I get these big groups of subscribers, it's usually something racial. And I'm just going to cut to the chase. Like, I'm not a part of that program. I am not in any kind of racial group because it's a social construct that I don't participate in it. So no, I'm not your sister. I'm not your fam. I'm not your, you know, your camaraderie. I'm not a part of your tribe. I'm just me. I'm a melanated human being. I was born as a woman biologically, and I'm living in America, and that's basically the gist of it. I've noticed that, like, melanated people specifically, melanated people just like playing victim sometimes. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people play the victim, but I see it a lot with melanated people, especially on my channel, and I don't approve any of those comments. Any comments that are, you know, about race or this, that, and the other, black, white, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't approve any of those comments. You can take all of that race baiting, fear stuff anywhere else but this channel. But I've noticed that melanated people like playing victim, and that's their own prerogative. I'm not one of those melanated people that blame the system for all the problems that are going on in my life. It's if I even have any problems. I think most of my problems are just made up in my head. Like the other day when I was at the lake and then that park ranger guy came up to me. I just so happened to be in Forsyth County. And yes, I'm tired of people telling me to look into the history as if that affects me in any way. It doesn't, because I'm not a black person. I'm brown, I'm melanated. So the fact that they pulled me over and I just so happened to be in a county that's historically aggressive toward melanated beings, that has got nothing to do with me. Literally, it's got nothing to do with me. He came up on me and he was profiling me, but it had nothing to do with my race, because race is not a thing. It had to do with my out-of-state plates and my big-ass van in the middle of, you know, the morning time. So that's that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to quickly address that. Don't come up in here telling me like black power, because that's not a thing. White privilege is not a thing. White supremacy, not a thing. I don't believe any of that. It doesn't register with me. Take it anywhere else. I'm not a victim. You can be a victim if you want. Go make your own channel and get all your people to follow your you know, your sob stories, but this isn't that. So anyway, yeah, dating has been weird for me lately. I'm kind of getting like just kind of discouraged, if I can be honest. It's just, yeah. This is 2024. So I'm taking like a little, I'm taking a social break, a social media break, so that I can recharge myself and just move forward with my life. Like I said, I don't want to get into it because I like keeping my personal life away from this thing, but this is what's going on right now, and yeah, I'm just trying to get myself to a healthier place spiritually and emotionally right now. But that's all. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to C. Allen for dropping my Shandy Speaks page on his live stream. I believe that was part of the reason why I got 20 new subscribers overnight the first night, and then 50 new subscribers over the next night. Like I said, I don't know if many of you will stay because a lot of you think that this is about you, and it's not. It's about me. But if you want to stay and hear me talk about me, cool. Thanks for tuning in, and shout out to C. Allen again for bringing some new subscribers my way. Yeah, that's really what I got. That's really all I'm in the mood to say right now. I have like a low energy, slightly depressed, you know, slightly struggling with anxiety, a whole lot of stuff that I don't really care to put out here. You know, like I said, I can talk to my therapist about it. You guys can just get this part of me. I'm a human being. I'm a real human being, and I have real human feelings, and it's not always sunshine and rainbows, but you know, I get up every day and I make the most out of the day. So thanks for watching, and if you're not following me on Instagram, it's Purist Adventure, PURIST.adventure. I have other Instagram pages. They're at the end of this video. If you care, if you don't care, whatever. I got my window shades. Hold on. It's still Wednesday. I was contemplating posting the video that I recorded a few hours ago before this one, but I'm like, you know, fuck it, it's me. I was considering not posting it because I rewatched it and it was kind of giving like just kind of a little bitchy and a little depressed. It was reflecting my inside. Not that I'm not, you know, still depressed. I was diagnosed with depression, 15 years old. So it is what it is. But I do want to make this video now because I sort of had a little aha moment after I made that last video. I got some food in my system. I ate, got some water, hydrated myself. You know, I washed my face and put on some clean clothes. Went out for a walk with my dog, and I went roller skating, all within the last like 3 hours. Which reminds me I should drink some more water. Just the general routine of taking care of myself. This is what normal humans do. But, you know, like I've said in my other videos, you know, it just hasn't really been hitting the same. So anyway, I'm not gonna make this a long video. So I'm sitting in my car and I'm eating my food. Actually, before I was eating my food, before I even went out, after that last video, I went into my manifestation journal, is what I'm calling it. It's not really a manifestation journal, but it's just a journal that I check in with every single day. I have a monthly journal, and then I have a daily journal, I have a weekly journal. I'm literally quite obsessed with journaling. And this week in particular, I was paying attention to my moods, and you know, my anxiety levels. And I decided to add an additional page to my journal for prayer. I'm not a religious person. I don't follow any religion. I do believe in Jesus Christ. If there's a way to believe in Jesus Christ without being attached to Christianity or any religion, then that's what I am. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. So I made this post. I know anyone who's known me all their life, they're like, what do you mean you follow? Like, whatever. Anyway, that's the reality. So I made this prayer page, and today, well, it was actually last night when I was having another panic attack or a breakdown, just sort of looking at my life. I'm not going to make this super sappy, but the theme was Matthew 6:15 or 6:20, I believe, which was based around forgiveness. So that's basically the theme, the general theme that I gathered was forgiveness. And I carried that into today. And I'm realizing that, you know, in order for me to not feel this burden of resentment or, you know, like just lower vibrational things, I have to release it through forgiveness, through true forgiveness. So, you know, in the past couple of weeks, I've been kind of bamboozled by these fuckboys on these dating apps. And I wouldn't call it bamboozled. Let's just say, like, you know, I was hurt. I've been hurt, I feel like, and so I needed to release that by forgiving them. So I'm not carrying all that resentment around with me, and it's like clouding up my day. Yeah, so that was last night. So this morning I made that bitchy video, which I'm most likely gonna add before this one. Wasn't really, I mean, I was keeping it real, you know, but I kind of want to add on to it, because right after that I kind of had another aha moment when I reflected on my prayer for last night for just helping me to forgive the people who have hurt me, so that I can just release all of this, the burden of resentment. So I wrote it down, because writing things down for me helps solidify it, helps make it real. And then I was like, cool. So I started eating my food, and then I turned on my car, and still, I'm trying to think.
And every member ministry and the one.
I'm trying to think. So I bought this van.
A lot of this was.
I bought this van in like June, and I don't listen to the radio. 104.3. I don't listen to the radio. So anytime I get into my van, the radio is automatically on the same channel that it was on when I purchased the vehicle. Okay, I have not changed it. I don't scan. I don't care about the radio. I normally if I turn on the radio, I'm actually just trying to connect my Bluetooth so I can get my music on there. But this time I turned on my car, and like literally it sort of caught me dead in my tracks. The guy, 104.3, if anyone's familiar, it's like some religious channel. And don't get me wrong, sometimes when I turn it on, I'm not religious. Sometimes when I turn it on, I'll catch the guy speaking in the middle of something, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this. And sometimes it's helpful, and other times I'm like, all right, this is some hokey fucking bullshit. But this time, it was just so bizarre, and I have to videotape it. I wasn't even gonna videotape it, because everyone has their aha moments. But the guy was talking about forgiveness, specifically Matthew 6:15, 6:20, and I just thought that was like, and I just started crying. I just started bawling in the middle of eating my sushi. I just started bawling because I considered that like just sort of a message from a higher power. I know it sounds all hokey and shit, but so forgiveness is the theme. And one thing that stuck with me was when people forgive someone, true forgiveness comes with love. So it's not like, you know, you don't say, oh, I forgive you, but I'm not gonna fuck with you anymore. I'm not gonna mess with that person no more. You know, it's not like that. And it's not like, I'll forgive him, but I'll never forget, because that's unchrist-like, really, because we wouldn't want Christ to forgive us but never forget, or to forgive us but leave us alone, you know? So true forgiveness comes with love. Yeah, and I started bawling. I was like, what? So that was beautiful. That was a beautiful morning. And then I went out, and here I am, about to go get some Chipotle. I think that's it. I'm not even gonna go into it, but thanks for listening if you made it this far, and see you when I see you.